Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends of Runeterra. I'm GicaForta, your host, and today we are continuing our series, as I promised, with some Fiora decks, because we have 3 copies of Fiora, and why not to take benefit of that. Now, this deck, I've seen it on Mogwai's video, where he presented his decks in the Twitch Rivals in the episode against Swim, and to be honest, I think that deck is quite nice. It's Icy Fiora, and it combines Demacia and Freljord. Now, I've did some modifications because I thought there were it was too low on creatures, so I've added some of my own, plus I didn't have some cards, so I patched it up with some duct tape like I always do, try to make it viable. And for the sake of argument, this deck performs really well in a lot of matchups. Now, the only thing that can ruin your potential happiness are Ionia decks, and because this is not a tournament, we're playing on ladder or playing on casual, normal, whatever, you can't ban Ionia decks, so you will encounter decks running Deny, decks running Recall, Will of Ionia, of course. So I don't know what to say. That's the only major disadvantage that this deck has. Having Fiora recalled once you start buffing it up and try to win your way around using Fiora's ultimate or whatever ability that's called, once she kills 2 enemies, she levels up, and when she kills 4 enemies and survive, she wins you the game. Remember that the 2 enemies killed while attempting to level up also count towards this number of 4 enemies. So once she levels up, you will find that leveled up Fiora only requires 2 more kills to win the game. And the deck is pretty simple. We've got Chain Vest, Elixir of Iron, grant 2 HP, just this turn. There's a thing about naming convention. So grant is sort of like permanent, it's not disappearing after the round, and give is something that will disappear most likely after the round ends. We've got Fleet Feather Tracker, Blinding Assault. Mogwai had 3 of these. I only have 2 because I wanted to add a Bryce Protector. Now this is a creature, and as you can see in the curve, we've got 23 spells and 17 units. What I've seen on Mogwai's plays is that sometimes you tend to draw only spells, and against something that is aggro and using Ionia, you're in pretty much a potential for disaster, especially on ladder or in normal, as I mentioned. Continuing, we got on treat, and this is pretty cool because you get to draw a champion. The only champion available is Fiora, so you'll get one of her. Iceville Archer, Purify, Single Combat, Kindly Tavern's Keeper, and Prismatic Barrier. These Prismatic Barriers are something that I added. Relentless Pursuit, Standalone. Mogwai had 3 of these, I only have 1, that's why I added Prismatic Barrier. Basically, Standalone is nice to have 3, but I also think that in most cases against aggro decks, you will want to fight with a decent amount of creatures in your roster on the board. Oh, there's a little battery. And you'll find yourself with this copy or multiple copies of this in hand and not being able to use it because, well, we've got multiple creatures trying to defend. Continuing, we got Fury of the North, Riposte, Detain, Radiant Guardian, Judgment. I also added a Tiana Crown Guard. I think she's pretty nice, allows you to rally, and Unyielding Spirit, 2 copies. Mogwai, I think he ran 3 of these, so this is my duct tape here, and it's pretty nice because you can basically attack again when you summon her, even on your defensive turn, and sometimes you can push for lethal. The only disadvantage I'd say about this card is against decks that run plunder, steal cards from your opponent, and if she gets stolen, well, you're kind of fucked. The synergies are there. You basically just try to keep Fiora alive. As Mogwai mentioned, Blinding Assault is pretty decent if you, on turn 2, you manage to save up 2 mana, because it'll help you if you get to draw a 5-cost Radiant Guardian. On turn 5, you get to play, if you attack, of course, you get to play Valor, and then trade him in using the Scout ability, and then also play Radiant Guardian and attack again, try to survive. This deck performs really, really well against Karina Control because of this thing right here. Judgment. And also try to keep in mind to have some sort of, I don't know, protective mechanism when you drop Fiora, because against Karina Control, your opponent will most likely try to snipe her. So if you're playing her on Q on turn 3 and your opponent still has mana available, be prepared to lose her. Fiora is an obvious target, especially when your opponent sees that you're only playing Fiora. It's pretty obvious what you're trying to achieve here. So this is the deck, that how it behaves, or should behave. So let's take this baby on ladder, because we haven't played ladder in so long. We've experimented with various decks. So let's take it on ladder and see how this baby goes. Okay, starting off matching against a Freljord and Shadow Isles. Let's see now. We're gonna keep on Yielding Spirit. 2 8 costs. Luckily and thankfully, we got 1 creature. Now, as I was mentioning, this deck has some problems. Too many spells. But we drew Fiora. We are safe. We just need to be sure she survives. It's fine if we can attack for free from 1 turn. Excellent. Now this thing cannot block. Yes, hello to you too, sir. Feel my blade. Pew pew. Uh-oh. Ooh. Self-sacrifice stack. Could be. Oh. Yeah. Attack first, ask questions later. I'd like to keep my mana intact here. Just gonna try to get rid of this 3/2. Something that I can kill. No, I'm not gonna play anything else. The thing is, I could have put that in against the 4/4 and try to weaken it so I could challenge it with my Fiora, but I don't think I have stuff to protect Fiora in case a removal happens. So what I'm aiming here is on turn 5 with 5 mana and 3 spell mana to have Fiora on board and play Unyielding Spirit. Now for this to work, I need to play Fiora right now. Let's just hope it'll not get removed. If this is a self-sacrifice deck, I highly doubt it that my opponent is running removal. his main focus is filling the board with units and stuff. So that is actually great. Opponent did not play anything. Most unfortunate for him. Because I got 8 mana. Unyielding Spirit. Hello. Knock knock. Who's there? Fiora. Now, in most cases, people already concede by now. But sometimes they manage to get through because you only have like one creature and so. If they spam enough stuff, they can get you. Unfortunately for my opponent, I have 2 single combat in hand. Okay. Ooh. That's scary. That is scary. I'm gonna block that one. It's gonna take some time until I manage to refill my mana. I have nothing. Now, the problem with the self-sacrifice deck is that if your opponent has removals like Vile Feast, he can play Vile Feast on his own creature when you try to kill it with Fiora, just to deny you that Fiora kill. I'm gonna try to get this big guy here. Excellent. Okay, that's a lot of mana used. And I got 6, so if I save up some mana for next turn, I can basically play Judgment. And I think that's gonna get me the game. There's 5 creatures on the board. 6 now. Goody goody. My opponent is out of mana. Down to only 3. And next turn will be 7 mana, and if I manage to save 1 mana for a spell mana, that will be 8. So single combat it is against the 3/3. And now Fiora has just leveled up. Kapow! Alrighty then. 5 creatures that we're gonna have to kill here. And I don't think my opponent can sacrifice them all at once. Ah, yeah, he used up all his mana to summon They Who Endure. It's just a 6/6, but probably dead. And here we go. And shut down. Double kill, triple kill, pentakill, aced. Yeah, that was nice. That was epic. Ooh, nice animation. Wow, okay. My opponent probably did not understand a thing. I got him. And all thanks to the fact that I had Unyielding Spirit and Judgment in my hand right from the very beginning. And that lucky Fiora on round 1 or 2 start, amazing. Okay, moving on with our second match of the night. We're gonna call it a day. Again, Freljord and Shadow Isles. Looks like there's something up with this deck. This deck in particular. I think we're gonna be up against the same thing. I think this is a known archetype, probably posted somewhere. It's currently good on meta. I don't know. Again, we shall see. The first game was pretty obvious. Let's try to get that out of the way so it does not block us. And we can hit for home, 3 damage. Oh, there she is. Fiora. Now, we need to be careful. I think we can skip 1 damage. Yeah, we can definitely skip 1 damage. Instead of just losing the 3-1, we can use it to counter something bigger. Now this chipping damage, if left unattended, of course, can lead to no good. We've got Fiora and Unyielding Spirit. Now, again, as our previous match, we need to make sure we do not lose Fiora before we manage to get Unyielding Spirit. That means turn 5 with 3 spell mana. Things are getting a bit crowded over there. It's 4 creatures already. I think we need to test the waters. Next turn, if we're lucky, we can... oh, that's good, that's good. That is excellent. Now, all we need is to not waste those 2 mana that we still have, and make sure we get them into the spell mana chambers, vials, or whatever. Opponent has passed. It could be bait, just so that we pass as well. So I'll try to get rid of at least of this frostbitten spider. No harm done, right? We could see a sacrifice here. But I highly doubt that a damage increase will be the case. I think he'll be able to sacrifice... Oh, Glimpse Beyond. I was wrong. Kill denied. It's fine. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities out there. And with this, we ensure that next turn we'll be able to play Unyielding Spirit. Uh-oh. If I remember correctly, that thing just drains 1 HP from our Nexus whenever a creature dies. It's sort of like the Phantom Prankster, but worse. Phantom Prankster just deals damage. This one steals it. Let's try to get rid of that. Here we go. Come on. Don't deny it. I know you want to, but don't. We're gonna take some damage here. Ah, oh, come on. That is completely messed up. I think this is Spider Endures. Because I think it's, yeah, this deck is most likely based on those who endure as well. All we need... Oh, that's double of them. That is gonna hurt. Bit by bit. If we manage to get rid of them, we just have to catch our opponent off guard. Off mana, of course. Yeah, I can put Fiora here. Block 2-1. Let's get rid of one of them. If he decides to sacrifice it. Ah, there's a sacrifice. Most likely. Nope. Vile Feast. Vile Feast. Vile Feast on his spider. Wow. Nice damage. But we're starting to eliminate our opposition. Now we just need to survive. We're already down to 12. Ouch. Full board. No judgment in hand. Valor should help out with blocking. Or at least try to eliminate some of them. Let's get rid of that. And that's pretty much about it. Oh, come on. Withering Veil. You know what? I don't want to. Basically lose Valor. Not being able to trade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him Tough. And Withering Veil will do absolutely nothing. Let's try to protect one of our bench creatures as well. So we're going to be left with Fiora. And let's try to get more damage in. Relentless Pursuit will help us achieve that. We'll be able to eliminate even more. Fiora will level up, and now we are at 4 damage. We can contest that 2-4. That has been an annoyance for us. And we're going to do exactly that. Yeah, we only need 2 other creatures. Opponent is out of mana. I mean, down to 3. If he's going to sacrifice it, it'll be his loss. Because we'll be able to survive. Okay, one more. One more and strike 4. You're out. Yeah, Fiora walks in 4 strikes. It's the evolution of baseball. Ouch. 8-8. Oh. I can just give it Frostbite, can I? I'm gonna give it Frostbite. It's the second time that we reach a milestone point in the match, and we see those who endure spawned. Vile Feast again. Okay. Let's summon Valor. It is not going to help much. We're going to play Fury of the North on Fiora next gen and challenge the 8-8, those who endure. Oh wow, another Fiora. Which turned into a riposte. You know what I like? That the spells, the champion spells that you get, should be, I don't know, with the cost less than the actual spell because it's a champion spell. And Fiora does it again. Death by 4 kills. Nice, a very nice deck. A big shout out to my channel supporters, Runeterra and Tom. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Cheers.